Hey guys, what's up? This is Andreas here with a long review on Jurassic World. And I just want to warn you, if you haven't seen the movie, you should probably go and see it before you see me talk about it, because there will be some spoilers in this long review. Actually, a lot more spoilers than in the short review, so I don't think there were any spoilers in the short reviews, maybe a few from other movies. But so anyway, Jurassic World, yeah, if you should watch the short review before you watch this long review, you know that I probably liked it and thought it was awesome, and I did. I thought it was very, very awesome, and I did not lie. I am a fan of all the Jurassic Park movies, even The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3, you know. it's my childhood, what do you want? But now, I'm here to talk a little more serious about the movie, a little more boring than I did in the short review, a little less sped up. Is that a word? Sped up? Speeded up? I don't know. English is not even my second language, so... I liked a lot of things about this movie. You know, the acting was really good. You know, Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard did a very good job as the leading roles. The two boys who played the brothers were very, very good. You know, everyone seemed fit for the characters, and none played over, none played under. I don't know if you say that in English, that, you know, overplay, underplay, you know. We say that in Sweden. So yeah, the acting was fine. As I said, the CGI of the movie is it's not great. You know, guys, it's horrible. I remember the first thing I thought when I saw this movie. You know, it opens up with eggs being hatched, and there are like velociraptor babies looking at you, and I thought like, oh my god, this is going to suck so bad because they look so fake! They look fake! My god! I mean, it's nothing compared to the three first movies where you had like robots, you know, a big ass T-Rex that actually was a big ass T-Rex, you know. Well, not a real T-Rex, you know, but it looked more real than this T-Rex, and the raptors looked more real than these raptors. So yeah, the CGI wasn't great, but you know, I did not care. I understand if you're bothered by the CGI, but I just did not care, because it's the sequel to the Jurassic Park movies that we all deserved, you know. I mean, you know, there's a lot of plot holes in it, but have you really watched the other movies? There are gigantic plot holes in all of them, you know. None of the movies are perfect. I mean, they're good, they're very, very good, especially the first one. I mean, I think everyone can agree that the first one is very, very good. But there's always plot holes in a Jurassic Park movies. You know, you can't expect that there's going to be, like, make a whole lot of sense, you know. They create dinosaurs from mosquito blood that has been in, like, what is it? I don't know it's been like, I don't know what the English word for it, you know, but it's been like preserved for millions and millions of years, and you're like, come on, you're gonna believe that shit, you know? So yeah, there's some plot holes in the movies which I'm going to discuss, but you know, I don't think that a movie is bad just because of plot holes. You know, I mean, there has to be more than plot holes that makes a movie bad for me, you know. Unless the plot holes are like limitless, which like, it wasn't limitless of plot holes in this movie. So yeah, Jurassic Park. I mean, Jurassic World. Jurassic World, the fourth Jurassic Park movie. In my opinion, the second best. You know, nothing can beat the first Jurassic Park movie. It's amazing. So yeah, the movie opens up with eggs being hatched and velociraptors are looking at you, and it does look so bad, you know. It looks very, very bad. I mean, a minute later, there's one of the brothers, the younger brothers. He's like watching dinosaurs through this little clicky thingy, and he clicks like pictures of dinosaurs and they look more real than the CGI dinosaurs from the beginning. It's ridiculous, you know. But as the movie goes on and you get to see the park open for the first time, which you did not got to see in the other movies, you know, you got to see the park kind of open in the first movie, but not as in this movie, and it looks freaking amazing. It looks fantastic, you know. They have rides with dinosaurs, and they have stores where you can buy dinosaur stuff, and they have like this building you can go to look at fossils and see dinosaur holograms and learn more about the dinosaurs. It's amazing. It looks really good, you know. It continues being good for a very long time. We're introduced to Bryce Dallas Howard's and Chris Pratt's characters. What's her name? Claire and Owen, you know. And Claire. Yeah, that's right. I mentioned this in the short review. I like the characters. I did. Don't think that I did not like the characters. But they are so stereotypically gender for their gender, you know. Claire, she's a stuck-up woman who in the end, of course, turns out to be a cool person, you know. I mean, it's so typical for women to have these kind of roles, and it really bothers me, because why can't she be cool through the entire movie? Why does she have to like be influenced by a man's character to become a cool character? That really bothered me with this movie. And also Chris Pratt's characters. I said in the short review that he's horny throughout the entire movie, and he hides it by being chill out. I actually got that from another blog that I read. I will post it down there, the link to the blog down here, and that is very good from a gender point of view to read that. It's unfortunately it's in Swedish, so you can only understand it if it's in Swedish. But anyway, yeah, Chris Pratt characters, he's chill out horny through the entire movie. Well, not through the entire movie, but what bothers me with Chris Pratt characters is like when he's chill out horny, he's always like that when he's with Claire, Bryce Dallas Howard. There's this one scene when they're going to rescue the boys because they have run off into the jungle because they got chased by the I-Rex, which I will get to later, what I thought about. And she's like, oh my god, we have to save them! And he's like, yeah, we have to save them, and he looks like at her body, and she takes off her jacket, I think, and like ties it around her stomach or something, and he like looks at her, and I mean, his looks like screams, what are we going to bang here in the forest? Are we not going to save your brothers? And I'm like, that is so stupid. I mean, why do you have that look? Why do you have that look that it looks like you're going to bang this girl when her sister's sons have disappeared into the forest? I mean, and he has that look always on her. He always looks like he wants to bang her, and that's really... It sucks, you know. It sucks that we are in 2015 and Jurassic Park comes out with a new movie, and they can't even get the gender equality right. And you know, that's also another thing that bothered me with this movie. One of the few things. The gender equality is not good. You know, there's like this one female character that is in focus, and you know, there's always been at least two characters in the other movies, which should have been more even in those movies, I thought, but still, one female character that is like strong, you know. Come on, Jurassic Park, you can do better. It's 2015. There should have been more good female characters in this movie, and also the ethnicity should have been a little broader. You know, we have a black guy, and we have an Asian-looking guy, and we have an Indian guy. You know, but none of the main characters are not Caucasian, and that also is like not good, I think, because you know, we live in 2015 now. It's time to be more equal in the what's it called, in the like you know, when you cast out that like you should have broad ethnicity equality and gender equality, you know. So I think Jurassic World could have done better on those parts, you know, have more female characters and have more than like Caucasian Western male characters, you know. So enough about that. You obviously got my point. The equality sucks in this movie. Where was I? Oh yeah, the I-Rex. The movie like centers around this hybrid dinosaur that they have bred out through science called Indominus Rex, but they call it the I-Rex, you know. I know I said in the short review, but you know, it sounds like something Steve Jobs would design. At first, when I heard that there was going to be a modified hybrid in this movie, I thought, oh my god, this is going to suck so fucking hard. But when they explained why they did it, I actually thought it was brilliant, because they say that people are bored with dinosaurs, that like that could happen, you know, but you know, I get it, you know, people are bored with dinosaurs, they want something new. And you know, then I thought, wow, okay. So it's like an economic like point of view of it. They want to make more money. The company makes them want more money, and people are bored with dinosaurs. I actually think it's quite brilliant, you know, because they haven't done that in another Jurassic Park movie. They have just like said that, oh my god, there's dinosaurs on this island, that's awesome, you know, they have to live free and stuff, but now people are used to dinosaurs in their lives, and that's crazy, you know. So I actually liked the I-Rex, and I thought it looked pretty cool. Yeah, she looked pretty cool, you know. I thought it was cool that she can camouflage, she's really intelligent, you know. I mean, she's like a crossover of a T-Rex and a raptor. Which brings us to how it's modified, you know. They say that it's mostly T-Rex genes, and then they say the rest is classified. And I'm like, okay, so what's the second, you know, dangerous predator in the Jurassic Park movies? Not counting that shit of a dinosaur, Spinosaurus, that is in the third movie. It's raptors. Of course, they have bred it with Tyrannosaurus Rex and raptors and crossed it over. Of course they have done that. They don't have to keep it a secret. That's one of the few things that I thought, wow, this movie is kind of being stupid right now. But anyway, so the I-Rex escapes from its cage and starts running around the park, eating dinosaurs, eating people, and they try to kill it, but they don't manage to do that, and the boys get lost in the jungle, and Claire and Owen goes out looking for them, and yeah, that's pretty much a big part of the movie, and I like it. I think it's very, very exciting, like when the boys get chased by the I-Rex, and oh, there's so many Easter eggs also in this movie. At one point, they're in this old building, and the younger brother, he picks up like these goggles that Timmy had in the first movie. Oh my god, that's the goggles from the first movie. So if you like Easter eggs, you're probably going to like this movie, because there's a lot of Easter eggs in this movie. And also this I-Rex, she breaks into this pterodactyl cage, and the pterodactyl gets free, and this is actually a new part of the movie. The pterodactyls start attacking the people and killing the people, and it looks awesome, you know. It's amazing. You have never seen this in a Jurassic Park movie before. So I thought that was very, very good. And oh yeah, there's also this other evil guy who wants to take the raptors into war and make them into killing machines and kill like terrorists or something. I don't know, but and he tries to do that, and he advises like Owen to oh, you should go and do this and take the raptors out to war, and Owen is like no, don't do that. And then like towards the end of the movie, they are forced to take out the raptors and like hunt the I-Rex, and well, of course the I-Rex is part raptor, so the I-Rex turns the raptors against the people, and the raptor starts attacking the people. And yeah, towards the end of the movie, the raptors have hunted down Owen and Claire and the two younger brothers, and they're in the middle of the park, and the park has been evacuated, and they are like the only ones left. And then there's this other part I like about the movie. They have brought the raptors to a whole new level. Like, the raptors are communicating with the humans, at least with Owen, with Chris Pratt, and I really like that, because that brought the raptors to a whole new level of intelligence, and they use that pretty well. When, like, Owen, he like stands towards the raptors and they're like, "Oh no, you don't want to eat us," and like puts their hand on the raptors and like pats them and stuff and shows them that, "I'm your friend, I have been with you since you were born." And then the raptors don't want to eat them, so the raptors turns against the I-Rex and starts fighting the I-Rex, and of course they lose because the I-Rex is like 15 meters and the raptors are like 1 meter. And yeah, so I thought they used the raptors in the movie quite well. I mean, they couldn't do it worse than in the Lost World of Jurassic Park, where the raptors barely are there. And then towards the end, oh my god, the end is like the most awesome, epic end that exists in the world. It is so awesome. Like, the I-Rex is fighting one of the raptors, and Chris Pratt is like shooting at it, and Claire, Bryce Dallas Howard, like runs to the T-Rex cage, and she opens the T-Rex cage, and the T-Rex comes out, and the T-Rex fights the I-Rex with a raptor, and it looks so fucking good. You know, that's to the point where when you don't care that the CGI sucks, you know, because that fight is amazeballs. I can't even describe the fight, you know. It is so good. It is so very, very good. You have to go and see it for yourself if you haven't seen it. It's like wow. So yeah, and then the movie ends with like Claire and Owen having a thing, which, well, okay, I forgot to mention that. One of the things I thought that was very stupid about this movie is like Owen and Claire, they have like no chemistry at all, but of course they end up kissing like in the end of the movie, and they end up together. And that is beyond stupid, I think. I think they should have went more original, you know. They don't have to have a couple in every fucking movie that exists. Just because Claire is a woman, she doesn't need a man, you know, and just because Owen is a dude, he doesn't have to be chill out horny throughout the entire movie. I mean, dude, come on. So yeah, there were a few things that bothered me about the movie. Some plot holes that I won't mention here because they were so small, I think, and also that the I-Rex is a stupid name, and the romance bothered me, and yeah, but that's pretty much it, you know. It was a very good movie, I think. It was exciting, and you know, it was so good to see a new Jurassic Park movie. I have been waiting for this for almost like 15 years. I always loved dinosaurs. You can't take away my love for dinosaurs. And a lot of people said that I felt like a 10-year-old kid again when I sat in the theaters and watched this, and I felt exactly the same. I felt like I was 10 years old again, and it was just this amazing feeling that you get so few times in your life. You know, you always act like you're 10 years old, but you never feel like you're 10 years old, and that's when I felt that I was 10 years old. When I watched Jurassic World, and I gave it 5,000 brownies out of 5 because frankly I think it deserves 5,000 brownies out of 5. I think this movie brings Jurassic Park to a whole new level of Jurassic Park movies, and I don't know if we want to see a sequel. I think this ended pretty well. I don't think this movie needs more sequels. There's talk about doing more sequels. I think Chris Pratt has signed up for a contract on unlimited sequels, and I don't know. I just hope this is the last Jurassic Park movie, and if it isn't, the next one better be fucking good. So if you haven't understood it yet, I like this movie, so I won't talk more about this. Thank you all so much for watching. Also, another thing, if you want to see more, please click subscribe. And if you want to suggest what's the next movie I should go and see, you're more than welcome to drop a comment here or on Facebook. And say like, oh, you should do a review on this movie, and I will gladly do it, you know, because I'm so bad at deciding which movie I should go and see. Also, if you would like to go and see a movie with me and like maybe sit beside me and review this movie with me, I will be more than happy to do that. This summer, until August, I will film in the Swedish town of Västerås. No, not Västerås from Game of Thrones, it's not that awesome. But originally I live in Göteborg, and I will move back there in like August. I'm just here working right now, so if you want to meet me in August or something and go and see a movie together and maybe do a review with me here, or just want to suggest a movie that I should do a review on, yeah, I'm more than open to that. So again, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I will see you for hopefully next week and try to get a movie out then. So, bye people! Go see Jurassic World!